YouTube, B Smokehouse back here with you, and today we've got some turkey wings. These are pretty big. I think each one of these was about $7. So if this is what the wing looks like, imagine the size of those turkey breasts. Imagine the size of that turkey. So before I went to service this morning, I salted these down and I hit them with a medium amount of black pepper. I would caution you guys to have a light hand when we introduce this black pepper. I'm going to get this on a smoker and then braise these down. And I might make a dish with them. However, this video will be how I care for these turkey wings, these gigantic turkey wings. Now, I'm cautioning you guys with the black pepper because even though this is fresh, right? It's not fresh ground, but it's fresh black pepper. It's really potent and can take over those dishes, especially for long braises, to the point to all you will taste will be black pepper. So let me show you the rest of the seasoning process for these. You can see that skin is nice and dry. It's what we want now. It's not all the way dry. That's fine. I'm probably going to cook these on a Weber Smokey Mountain because I can keep them, 5, 6, 7 feet away from those hot charcoals. I don't think I'll use wood today. These wings have a lot of grease in them. That turkey grease should drop down on those coals and produce some outstanding flavor. Now, the other ingredients I'm going to be introducing to this recipe. This is Meat Church Holy Voodoo. One of my favorites. Got a bit of a kick, however there is some sugar in this. It's going to make sure we get some excellent Cajun spice on it. Again, the only thing we've done to these wings is I salted them and used black pepper. Got them in the fridge the entirety of the time I was at service. Just got home, I pulled them out. Now we are going to go ahead and inject them with some of this Zatarain's Creole Butter. Creole Butter, Cajun Butter. What I've done so I don't cross-contaminate this with any turkey juices is I went ahead and got some of that injection into the service cup, and I've got my injector full. I'm going to do one on camera. The rest of these I'll do off camera. We're just trying to make sure, since I didn't get overnight brine on these, that we've got some excellent flavor into these. One way to do it. You can do this with a whole turkey as well. So I'm going to go in. I probably should have used my own injector. And we're gonna let's see if we can blow this. There we go. You see it? You see it blowing up? I'm gonna put liquid in there until I can't put any more. Then we're gonna pull it out. I don't want all the liquid to come out. Alright, so it's gonna stay in there. It's gonna make sure that we've got some nice juicy turkey. And it's gonna add additional flavor. Alright, so then I'm gonna go by this joint. I'm gonna put a hole in there. See if I can get it in there. And we're going to inject more. See it puffing up? That's what you want. Why am I seasoning the outside and injecting? Well, because turkey can be quite bland if you do nothing else to it. I'm going to think for this particular leg I can inject a few more places. Alright? See that? Injector. Let's get it under that skin. And put my hand over the injection hole. Alright, so again, this one has been injected. I'm going to inject these other two off camera. And then these will go back into the fridge while I prepare a fire on my Weber Smokey Mountain. Stay tuned. Alright, all three turkey legs, or turkey wings, I'm sorry, have been injected. Now we're going to hit them lightly with this Holy Voodoo, and then I'll be getting them back into the fridge. Just trying to make sure we got some excellent flavors here. That's it. Okay, give it a pat, give them a twist. This is also going to bring some excellent color to this turkey. Right. We're going to hit this side, nice and light. That's looking really good. I'm gonna let that sit there, let that salt activate. I'll get these other two done, and then these are going back into the fridge, and I'm gonna go ahead and get a fire started. Stay tuned. Here's how we're looking. These have been in the fridge for the past 45 minutes to an hour. They have sweated in nicely. We still got some pockets where that season has not hydrated as of yet. That's gonna be fine. I've got a fire started on my Weber Smokey Mountain using Kingsford Blue Bag Charcoal. We're gonna go ahead and get these on. Stay tuned. All right, we're rolling about 275. I've got 2 vents closed, 1 vent halfway open. I'm running no water pan in here, no water. I've got some Kingsford Blue Bag. I only filled up half of a side of this Weber Smokey Mountain. Let's show you what we're looking like. I literally just put these on here, right? I do have these two directly over the fire, and here in the next 30-45 minutes I'll come out, check color, give these a spin. I might just use the grate spinning technique. Just take this grate, spin it on around, so this one is now over the fire. So I'll bring you guys back when we have some more action. Again, I'm not looking to get these totally done. I'm looking to get some beautiful color on these. Maybe half the way, 75% done. Then we're going to wrap these up for a slow braise in my oven. Stay tuned. All right, it's been about 30 minutes. I gave the grate a turn, so now this one is majorly over those coals. Next 30 minutes, I'll give them a flip, and I'll put these two back over the coals. Stay tuned. All right, grill has been holding at 250. I'm doing this in increments of 30 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and get these flipped over. You see that color's coming in nicely. I'm going to wrap these up and throw them into my oven to ensure they get insanely tender. Don't have all night to wait. But I did want to infuse these with this beautiful flavor and get some smoke on there, right? So we're gonna give another swing. Position these over that fire. That's as close as possible. We're gonna let it go another 30 minutes, and after this 30 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap these up in my restaurant pan, get them in a 350-degree oven, because I also want to still be able to collect some of the juices that come off of here. I'm making a tetrazzini, however, this video is about the cooking of these turkey wings. Stay tuned. All right, here are my turkey wings, right? So now, I've got some good color, got some nice smoke on them. It smells awesome. These are not done yet. I have not probed them. I don't feel like I need to. We're not eating these, but I'm just yet. But I am going to get some moisture down here in this restaurant pan, because I'm going to wrap these up, get them into a 350-degree oven. Because what is going to happen is I need this meat to break down, give me some juices to go along with this wine I got in here. It's going to be a nice braise for the next 45 minutes to an hour. That should be more than enough. They've already been on the smoker for about a little bit under 3 hours, right? So I'm going to wrap these up in foil, get them in the oven. I'll bring you guys back along with me when these are done. Again, it's not really about the dish that I'm making, but this is about how I'm treating the preparation of this turkey. It smells delicious. Stay tuned. All right, let's put this tetrazzini together. Before I get that, these 2 quart containers contain all of the turkey that I was able to pull from those gigantic wings. All right, I've got my noodles. They are part cooked, not done all the way through. I've got that juice reserved from when I tossed those wings in the oven. Again, that's a lot of wine. Alcohol should have burned off. I've got my turkey, and then now I've got my bechamel. All right, let's set this over here. This bechamel contains flour. It's flour, butter, then use oil. It's no different from making the roux. I left it quite a bit watery because I know these noodles are going to suck up some of the water, and then I'll even go in with some of this turkey stock to reinforce the turkey flavors. Also in here you have celery, bell pepper, onion, garlic, cubed up carrots. We have 2 bay leaves, and then I went in with an assortment of my own seasoning, salt, pepper, of course, and then we have Italian seasoning. tetrazzini. Tetrazzini is one of those things I used to have quite a bit in the military. I had it once in a dining facility, and then they stopped making it. And then I discovered that there was a MRE. MRE stands for Meal Ready to Eat. Again, I did serve in the Army. Meals Ready to Eat that had chicken tetrazzini. Absolutely delicious. So let's pay a bit of homage to that. Here's my dish. I'm going to go in. Let me get a glove on. I'm going to go in with some of these noodles first. Here's what I don't want to happen: that I have too many noodles, and then after I take this out of the oven, this comes out dry. So we're going to go in with some of our par-cooked noodles. We're going to go ahead and still coat them with some of this turkey juices, right? That fat. I never realized how sticky turkey is because of all the fat in there. So this fat will also allow these to cook evenly and to not stick. Those are coated, right? So then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in with some of my turkey meat. All of that one. I'm now going to cover with a bit of this bechamel, my tetrazzini sauce. We're going to get it in a mix. I don't want to use too much sauce and not enough noodles. Alright, so then I'm going to go in with my gloved hand, and we're going to absolutely get this mixed. Already looking like tetrazzini, already smells like tetrazzini. In fact, this smells a bit better than what I was used to in the military. Again, there's no cheese in this. You can add cheese again if you want. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in with a few more noodles. Actually, let's go in with all the noodles. Alright, now if there's leftover for me, I enjoy leftovers. Not everybody in my household eats leftovers. I do. I want to make sure all those turkey pieces are in there. Those bay leaves are in there, so just be sure to warn others that there are bay leaves in here. Nothing can happen if you eat them. However, most people don't want to eat bay leaves. Alright, real thick, so we're going to go ahead and thin it out with some of this juice. And I'm going to hit it with some sauce. Again, we're reinforcing those turkey flavors. There's quite a bit of things I could have done with this sauce. We could have went chicken turkey tetrazzini pot pie. We could have went that direction. Could have made a soup with everything I have here. I just want to make sure, because again, this is going in the oven at about 350, 375 for the next 15-20 minutes. We're going to cook those noodles through and make sure this is heated up. And I just want to make sure this doesn't dry out. So again, I'm going to hit it with a bit more of this turkey stock. We're reinforcing those turkey flavors. Again, this video is really not about this tetrazzini. It's about the treatment of that protein. Now, I could have totally cooked that protein all the way on that Weber Smokey Mountain. I didn't do that. I think we're going to go a little bit more meat. Like a really meat heavy, let's go with it all. The key is to get everything coated. This beautiful sauce. I'm going to go a little bit heavier because, again, this is going in the oven. It will be covered. You can add cheese in here at this point. Might add cheese at the end. Again, this video is more about the treatment of those gigantic turkey wings. Alright? We're going to go in with a bit more sauce, and then I am going to get this covered. My oven's already on. Ooh. I'll have some cleaning to do. Do you like cleaning when you're cooking? Do you clean as you go, or you make all the dishes and then clean? I'm a clean as you go type of person. I don't like to have 3,000 pots and pans staring me in my face when I finish something and I actually want to sit down and eat. Alright, this is kind of how we're looking. Alright, I'm going to get a little bit more liquid in there because I'm assuming these noodles are going to take up a lot of this moisture in here. That's looking a bit good to me. I'm going to get this covered, and it's going to go in my oven for the next 25 to 30 minutes at 350. I'll bring you guys back to see the finished product. Stay tuned. Back at you. So this is my finished dish. This is turkey tetrazzini. Again, this video was about the treatment of those turkey wings, right? So let's recap what we did. I'll go in for a taste test so we can close this video out. I took those turkey wings, I dry-brined them. I used a combination of diamond crystal kosher salt, black pepper. This morning before service, got them in the fridge. Approximately 3-4 hours. Came back home, took them out, went ahead and hit them with that Cajun seasoning after injecting them with some Zatarain's Cajun Butter or Creole Butter. Got them back in the fridge after they were seasoned and injected. Got a fire started on my Weber Smokey Mountain. Ran approximately 250 degrees for the entirety of the cook. At the beginning it was about 275. It settled in around 250. After about 3 hours, I removed those turkey wings and put them in a restaurant pan with a little wine and a little water. Covered them up with aluminum foil to get them tender. Off camera, I prepared my sauce and my noodles, and waited till that chicken to get done nice and tender. I then pulled that turkey, and set that meat aside. And then here with you on the camera, I prepared everything in that restaurant pan, going back in using the drippings from what was a gain from that turkey being in my oven after being on the grill for 3 hours. I can smell the turkey smell coming off of this. That's what you want. Again, turkey tetrazzini. It's about the sauce, it's about the noodles, it's most definitely about the turkey. It's nice and creamy. Didn't have any mushrooms. That's what traditionally goes in here. See that? Nice creamy, it's not dry. It's delicious. That turkey is tender. I'm still getting a hint of smokiness. Now, I did take the skin off that turkey. I didn't want that in here. It wasn't on that smoker hot enough or long enough to crisp up. So this is what we have. Again, bring me back to my military days. Quite delicious. Until next time, Beef Smokehouse out.